மௌனமாமுரையார் காட்டும் மா பிரம்மவத்துவாலன் சிவநிலை தவசற்சீடர் செரிகுருவரன் சிற்கையன் உவகையோர் உருவன் தன்னுள் உவப்பவன் கழிமூகத்தன் அவனையான் தென்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே அவனையான் தென்பான் மூர்த்தி அப்பனை ஏத்துவோமே. Now we shall chant only the Mangala Venba. தேவன் திருவாயால் தேவி செவி புகட்டும் தேவிகாலோத்தர தேஞான மாவிளைவாம் ஆனந்தவானமுத மானவருள் அத்துவித மோன கரியகமே முன். So yesterday we saw this is the Upadesha given by Parameshwara to Parvati. Parvati inquired from Parameshwara on behalf of all of us. And then Parameshwara started giving out this Upadesha. In the outset only, he indicated this is the knowledge. If you are not going to realize after contemplating on this, you will not realize even after studying hundreds and thousands of books. Therefore, please listen carefully. And then he started giving out. He gave out the necessary qualifications for a seeker to understand, grasp, to contemplate on this. And then he said, the mind, which is like a wind, uncontrollable, should be made quiet or still. That has to be done. Whatever means you employ to make that vayu chalana, that mind, to be still, to be absorbed in the heart, that is the means, and that leads to moksha. Right? Till this point of the discourse we have seen. Now moving on to the 11th verse. Am I right? Is it 11th verse? அந்த ஏகாந்த தடையும் சுகமதுவே அந்தமிலா அத்தியந்த ஆனந்தம் எந்த கருமமும் இல்லப்பரத்தில் கற்றவன் ஆர்தான் கருமமும் இல்லப்பர ரமித்திடானி இசை அந்த ஏகாந்த தடையும் சுகமதுவே அந்தமிலா அத்தியந்தமானந்தம் எந்த கருமமும் இல் அப்பரத்தில் கற்றவன் ஆர்தான் ரமித்திடானி இசை. Right. அந்த ஏகாந்தத்து அடையும் சுகம் அதுவே. That is how you have to split it. See, you should not read அந்த ஏகாந்த தடையும் சுகம் அதுவேன்னு வாசிக்கூடாது. ஏகாந்தத்து அடையும் சுகம் அதுவே. So, Ehandattu means what? When the mind is not dwelling on any objects or any emotions and thoughts, when it is with itself, that is Ehandam. Ehanda means with that, where there is nothing, that is Ekhandam. Even Eka is gone, Andam. No objects, that's what it means. So Ekhandam, Adayum Sukham Aduve. When you are in that state, whatever bliss you experience, Adayum Sukham Aduve, Andamilla Attiyananda Anandam. That is endless, Andamilla, beginningless and endless, Atyanda Anandam. That is the infinite bliss you experience there. So whenever the mind is attached to some objects in the world outside or thinking about something or other, the Atmananda is not expressed in that mind. It is blocked as if. When the mind is not entertaining any thoughts, when it is only with its own self, then that Atmananda expresses. So that is the highest Ananda. No other Ananda is compared to this Atmananda or Brahmananda. So, Anda Ehandattu Adayum Suhamaduve Andamilla Attiyananda Anandam. Andamilla Attiyananda. And there is no end to it. Andamilla Attyanda Anandam. It is an infinite bliss. Yenda Karmam Il Apparatil. And there is nothing to be done there. Yenda Karmam Il. Karma means karmas, actions. Yenda karmam il. There is no actions there whatsoever. Meaning it is a perfect, effortless state. See, karma always denotes effort, the doer. But here, not only there is no doer, there is no effort whatsoever. That is why it is sukham. See, in this world, till we get up from the bed and go back to the bed, you go on doing something or other. Even sitting is a karma. Why? After some time, it pains here. Your Rama, and the leg also becomes numb. So here, you don't feel any body or mind. Therefore, absolutely it is an effortless state. Initially, when we sit for meditation, why we get up after 30-40 minutes? Because the body doesn't cooperate. But when you go beyond body consciousness, then there is nothing to stop you. You understand? So Atyandam Anandam. Yenda karmamum illa paratil. And the paratil, in that state, yenda karmamum il, there is no action whatsoever. Katravan Ardan Ramithidan Ni Isai. Katravan means the wise one who will not revel in that. Ardan Ramithidan. Who will not revel in that? Please tell me. Ni Isai means please tell me. So everybody wants to revel in that because there is no effort whatsoever, and that is Atyandam Anandam. That is the supreme bliss one can experience. There is nothing more than that. So all of us want what? Dukkha nivritti and sukha prapti. Dukkha nivritti means you don't want to go through pain. And sukha prapti, we all want to enjoy bliss. That is why we struggle in the world outside. Earn money, indulge, and do everything only for sukham. But alas, this sukham is eluding because it is only finite and fleeting. But this sukha is not finite, it is infinite and permanent. It will not wax or wane, it is absolute. Once when you really immerse yourself in it and experience this bliss, yadgatvan anivartante, you always experience that. And afterwards, there is no vasana from within to push into any activity. And he doesn't see anything other than himself, or there is no doer. Therefore, he revels in his own state. So who will not revel in this state? Katravan Ardhan. Even Katravan Kalladhavanum, he will revel only. You know. So whoever, illiterate or literate or scholar, anybody wants to revel in this. Is that not so? See, why people take up to drugs? Just I'm asking you. They say when a person takes drug, then he forgets about himself, about the world, the worries, everything. And then he says, ah. But you know what? To go into that state of trance, you don't need that much, then you need more. You need more. And then it affects all your nervous system. Everything is damaged. No, but here, you really take off and forget yourself and the world. And that is permanent. And no going and coming. It is the most healthiest, auspicious, and it is our own true nature. Therefore, Katravan Ardhan Ramithiran, Ni Isai, you yourself tell me. So that is the Atyanda Anandam if one abides in the self. Vidayajnanamboi Virinishkalamai Vidayamil Jnanaparan Vidum Adaya Avavilanenum Dhiran Achayamamocham Tavadu Tiruvannamalai Vidayajnanamboi Virinishkalamai Vidayamil Jnanaparan Vidum Adaya Avavilanenum Dhiran Achayamamocham Tavadu Tiruvannamalai Vidayajnanam poi Virinishkalamai Vidayamil Jnanaparan. So to achieve that state, how to go about? Vidayajnanam poi. Vidayajnana means Vishayajnanam. That Vishayajnanam only, when it is made into pure Tamil, Vidayajnanam. Now, always in our knowledge, there is one or other object. It is called as Vishayam. When we see something, then that is the object in our consciousness. When I hear the bird chirping, the chirping of the bird is the object in my consciousness. So, always we have something or other in our consciousness, coming and going, appearing and disappearing. Vidayajnanam poi, meaning in my consciousness, if there are objects, Vidayajnanam poi. Tamil innonu solluvaanga, Suttarivu solluvaanga. Suttarivu means objective knowledge. You point it out this or that. Suttu arivu. It is called objective knowledge. So, when all the objective knowledge end, all the objective knowledge when it ends, meaning in my consciousness, there is nothing to illumine. On the other day I told you, the Nataka Deepa Prakarana. That is, in the stage, there is a lamp illumining everything. All the drama. When the drama is over also, the lamp is illumining. So, when there are objects and thoughts and everything, the consciousness is illumining everything. When there are no objects and thoughts, still consciousness is illumining. That is Vishayajnanam poi. Meaning, you don't give any value to any of the objects, thoughts. And then, still you are. See, this is the glory. Even then you are, I am. See, this is what our masters have found out. Since I am, I think. It is not I think, therefore I am. The Western psychologists, they think, since I think, I am. But our masters, they said, no, I am, therefore I think. Either I think or not, still I am. My existence is not dependent on thinking. Thinking depends on my existence. See? So, when I am, without, involving any of the thoughts, either by giving positive or negative attention. What is negative attention? I don't want that thought to be in my consciousness. I want to get rid of it. Because I feel it is vulgar thought, it doesn't suit me, I want to get it. No, that is giving negative attention. Positive attention means what? I really cherish that thought. And I just go away with the thought. So without involving in any of the thoughts, if you just watch and observe and remain as a witness in consciousness, then all the thoughts will come and all the thoughts will go. It will not happen immediately. It will happen in due course. So when all the thoughts go, still I am. So that is the Vidya Jnanam Poi, Vishaya Jnanam Poi. Meaning there are no objects in my consciousness. And then this consciousness has nothing to illumine. So what it will do, it illumines only itself. Vishaya Jnanam Poi, Viri Nishkalamai. Viri means what? Then Viri, Virindu Paranda. All pervading, Nishkalamai. Nishkalamai means what? I remain as effortless, choiceless, objectless awareness. Viri Nishkalamai. Vidayamil Jnanaparan. One who is abiding, that Jnanaparan. Jnanaparan means that Jnani Purush. Jnanaparan means Jnani Purush. Who is abiding in that state, Vishaya Mil, where there are no objects, emotions and thoughts, and he is not sleeping also. See, this is very important. Whenever we remain in that state, Vishaya Mil, we go to sleep. Meaning nothing is known. But he is alert, he is aware, and there are no thoughts. At that Vishaya Mil Jnanaparan, வீடு அடைய அவாவிலனேனும் தீரன் அட்சயமா மோட்சம் தவாது உட்டிடுவன் தானே. That is how we have to split and read. வீடு அடைய அவாவிலனே. வீடு means moksha வீடு. Even though he doesn't want to attain to that higher state, highest state, that is moksha, அட்சயமா மோட்சம் தவாது உட்டிடுவானே. He will attain to that state, even though he says, no, I don't want all those moksha. Still, he will attain to that state, whether he wants or not. It is immaterial. Vidu adaya avavilan means he has no desire, even for moksha. See, in that state, there are no thoughts. See, even to attain moksha is a thought, na? So for him, there is no thought. So therefore, even the thought about moksha is not in him. Even then, he attains to that state. Akshara means what? Aryada, Achayamam. That will not perish. Achayamam mocham. Tavad means what? Tavaramal. Without fail. Tavaramal. Tavad uttiduvandane. He will attain to that state. See, only in the sadhana krama, this mukshutvam, the longing or the burning desire to know the truth and all. But when one advances, when one learns to abide in one's own self, even that desire is not entertained. That is also a disturbance in the mind only. That also keeps the ego alive only. So he goes beyond even the desire to liberate oneself. See? So even though he has no desire, even for liberation, but still liberation come knocking at his door. Meaning what? He will be liberated. Liberated means what? He will remain as Swatantran, as his own self. There are two words, Paratantram and Swatantram. Paratantram means always dependent on something or other. Swatantra means not dependent on anything. Swatantram. Swa means one's own. One's own tantram. You remain as yourself without depending on anything. Paratantra means always you depend on something. In the Vyavahara, you cannot be Swatantra. Always you are dependent on something or other. But as the self, you are Swatantran. So, avavilanenum, even though he doesn't desire for the moksha, he will certainly attain to moksha. So therefore, please understand even that idea of, oh, I want moksha, 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 is only in an immatured soul. When he really matures, he is in moksha. He doesn't want moksha. That is also the sheshta of the ahankara only. Who wants moksha? The self wants moksha. Self is already liberated, always liberated. Who wants moksha? Only the ego sense, the personality. He himself is false. If you inquire, he himself is false. He is not. So for whom moksha? That is what we have seen Ulladinarpadu also. Mukti sindai munnirkumo. When the idea of bondage itself is an illusion, how can there be an idea of liberation? You understand? So therefore, he will certainly attend to that. So what he has to do? Vishaya jnanam poi. That is very important. Meaning, absolutely he should become indifferent to everything. Udhasinam dasinaha. Udasina means what? Udhasinava dasinaha. Sitting above everything. Ud asinavat asinaha. Udasinaha. Ud asinaha means what? Sitting above everything. Whatever comes and goes, he is sitting above. He is not at all disturbed by anything. By anything whatsoever. Whatever happens to his body, to his mind, to his kith and kin, to the world, to anything. Because he knows everything is taken care by the higher power. And I have no business here. My only business is to turn within. So when he abides there, slowly all the thoughts subside. And he remains without any thought. That is very nishkalamai. There he experiences that viri nishkalamai, all pervading, that pure consciousness. So such a great one, even though he never desires for moksha, still the moksha comes to him knocking at his door, and he will certainly attain to that moksha padam. And then the 13th verse, see all the verses, gems, you will not get anywhere like this, you will not get anywhere. This is the highest knowledge. Irikkinren en kalayode inda chaitanyam Uru Shakti ahudal olirum Prapanjam Sarvam Sattityanam Sarnit Kalajnanam Sarva Niranambanam Dan Irikkinren en kalayode inda chaitanya Uru Sakti Ahudal Olirum Prapanjam Sarvam Satchityanam Sarnit Kadajnanam Sarva Niralam Banamdan. Irikkinren En Kalayodu Yenga Chaitanyam. Chaitanya means the consciousness. So this consciousness, it has got only one kalai, one kala. That is Irikkinren, I am. Uru Shakti Agudam. That is called as Shakti. See, what is Shakti? See, in our traditional scriptures, Shiva and Shakti, these two things are explained. What is Shakti? Shakti means that consciousness which expresses through the mind buddhi, through the antakarana. That is called Shakti. Or we say na, the first thought, the I thought, that is what is called a Shakti actually. Why I am saying that way? Irikkinren en Kalayodu. So we always experience this consciousness as I. But the confusion is, we confuse this with the Dehatma, Dehamayam, Deham. But still, Irikkinren en Kalayodu. Always it is experienced as I am. In the Chaitanyam. Chaitanya means that Chit Swarupam, that Chit Sakti. That is the Shakti. Agudal Ulirum Prapanjam. With that, the whole Prapancha is illumined. Through what the whole Prapancha is illumined? According to Vedanta Shastra, when the I thought rises first, which is expressing through the antakarana or the buddhi, and then that illuminates everything. Through mind and senses, that illuminates everything. That is what we have been seeing all these days, na? If you are listening carefully, from Upadesa Undiyar onwards, Ulladanarpadu, Anubandham, the same idea is expressed. That Chaitanya means that consciousness expressing through the antakarana, that is illuminating everything. Here that is called a Shakti. Because why it is called a Shakti? Why I am saying that consciousness is called a Shakti? Because Agudal Olirum Prapanjam. Because of that the whole universe is illuminated. Agudal Olirum. Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Sarvam. When that shines, everything shines. Shines means what? Illuminated. Everything is known. See, illuminated means everything is known. Sarvam Sattityanam. See? Sarvam Sattityanam. Dhyanam. So what is this Prapanjam? Everything is nothing but Shakti Dhyanam. The Shakti in its glory expressing. That is this world. Shakti Vilasam. Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. As if the Shakti is expressing as the world. So, poetically it is put, Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. Everything is nothing but the expression of Shakti. You know, you sit and you meditate to attain something or to achieve something. As if the Shakti is meditating so that the world is created. Something like that, you know, poetically expressed. Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. So meaning what the idea is what? I am. An idea expresses. That expresses us the knower. Then everything else is known. So this is called a Shakti, and because of Shakti, everything else is known. Shakti Dhyanam. What is Shiva? The pure existence, where there is nothing to illumine. See, please understand. Where there is nothing to illumine, no activity, nothing whatsoever, that is Shiva Tattvam. And whenever a world is seen, it means Shakti. Shakti is expression. That Shiva only, with his inherent potentiality called as Maya Shakti, he expresses, and because of that light of consciousness, everything is illumined. Because of that light of consciousness, everything is energized. And then the Prapancha. Prapancha means, you know what? That Pancha Mahabhuta. The expansion of the Pancha Mahabhuta is called as Prapancha. Prapancham. Pancham, 5. So how beautifully put. But that Shakti also is always having the Adharam as Sadvastu. Sadvastu means what? That existence principle. That is why it is said, Irikkinren en Kalayodu. Irikkinren, I am, meaning what? The Sadvastu. So, without the Sadvastu, there is no Chit Swarupam or the expression of Chit Swarupam. Therefore, Irikkinren en Kalayodu, it is said. So, the Adharam is what? Sad. On which Chid is expressing to illumine the world. And because of the expression of Chid, the whole world is illumined. Therefore, the world is nothing but Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. It is a Sankalpa of Shakti. Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. Sarvam Shakti Dhyanam. Then what has to be done? Sarva Niralambam Dan Sa Nishkalajnanam. If you have to attain to that Nishkalajnanam. Nishkalajnanam means what? Thoughtless state. Then what one has to do? Sarva Niralambam Dan. See, you have to understand the word Alambanam. Then only you will understand the word Niralambanam. Alambanam means support. Always we give some support or other for the mind to exist. That is, we feed with some objects or emotions and thoughts. So the mind can live and function. Sarva Niralambam Dan means when you don't feed the mind with anything. Meaning no support is given to the mind. Meaning absolutely no attachment towards anything of the world. Then what happens? The mind cannot survive of its own. Sarvam Niralambam Dan means what? Mind is not given any support, any objects to feed on. Then slowly it loses its this thing and it will die away its natural death. So, Sar Nishkalajnanam. If you want to attain to that thoughtless state, what you have to do? Stop entertaining any objects, emotions or thoughts. Stop entertaining. How you will stop entertaining but not giving any attention to any of the objects, emotions and thoughts. See, we walk in the street. So many things come to our attention. But we don't entertain all of them. See, we can't and we don't. So many things we sort of, indifferent means what? Let us say. But certain things we give particular attention. Oh, this fellow, he borrowed 100,000 from me, na? Absconding all these days. Oh, so you give special attention. To only few you give special attention. Let us say, a very beautiful girl going. You see again, you give special attention. So many of them are walking, you just see everybody, but you don't register much. But only one or two you register because the vasanas are such, you want to see again. See? So meaning what? We are entertaining such that thought. Entertaining means what? Again you want to see. Again you want to know what it is. Par Surandi Parkade. Yoga Swami says Par Surandi Parkade. Meaning you see, but don't be curious to know what, why, how. So that is how the mind gets attached. Dhyayato vishayan pumsan sangasteshu upajayate. When it's associated with the object again and again, then it develops some bondage. So don't give any attention to any of the objects, emotions and thoughts, and remain a sakshi. I'm just the illuminator, not the illumined. Like that, if you can remain, slowly the mind will lose its potency and will die its own death. Sarva niralambam dan means what? Don't give any support to the mind to survive. Don't feed the mind with any forms, any objects, emotions or thoughts. That is all we have to do. How you achieve that is different. Either you focus attention only on the I, so all the other thoughts are rejected. Who am I? From where this I is arising? See, by focusing attention on I, you are not feeding the mind with any of the objects, thoughts or emotions. So the I will subside or the mind will subside. By Sakshi Matram also, by not giving any value, just observing also, the mind will lose its potency. But if you fight with the mind or indulge, then the mind is fed very well, strong. See, I used to narrate a story always to drive this point. Let us say a boy, he's studying 8th or 9th standard, let us say. He's preparing for his exam. The last moment, he's really preparing intensely for his exam, let us say. Right? He's studying. And now, in the neighborhood, there is a small little girl. Her exams are over. She's studying maybe first standard or something. Her exams are over, let us say. She is so bored. And this fellow, this boy, is very friendly with that small little one. So that girl comes. Now there is nobody to play. So she comes and she peeps. This boy is studying. And she says, Anna, she calls. Then she says, hey, go away, I'm studying, na? Go away. Then she will go. And then she will come back. Oh, she shouts. And he gets angry. Hey, go away. When he gets more and more angry, that child is so happy. Because she got somebody to play with now. So she will come through that door. And she will shout. She will distract him. And this fellow will be worked up so much that he cannot concentrate. If he is a wise fellow, what he should do? Whatever she does, he should, though it is disturbing him, he should act as if he is undisturbed and very seriously studying. So that girl, few minutes she may try to distract him. If she finds that this fellow is really intensely studying, he is in no mood to play, she will go away. So, if he closes the book and goes along with that girl to play, then also she is happy. That is what she wants. If he is fighting or shouting at her also, she will be very, very happy. Now this is a new game, very fascinating game. So if he is indifferent, as if not at all giving attention to her, then after some time she will be bored. She will lose interest. She will go away. Same with our mind also. When we indulge with the thoughts, very happy. That is what I want. When you resist and fight with the thought, I am still happy. You are giving attention to me. That is why when you hate somebody, you are giving more attention to that person. Rahul Gandhi gives all his attention only to Narendra Modi. And vice versa also. When you hate somebody, you give all attention to that person. Therefore, Sarvam Niralambam Dan means what? Niralambam means you give no support to the mind, meaning do not entertain any thoughts whatsoever. So all the thoughts will perish of its own. And then you realize, in fact, all these are only thoughts. And I have been projecting means what? There is no substance to substance to validate these thoughts. Like in the dream. Dream also, there are only thoughts. When you get up, you realize there were no objects actually. There were only thoughts of those objects. Now we think the objects are real, solid in the world, and the thoughts are there. We don't even think thoughts are there and objects are there. But the thing is, when all the thoughts subside, when you can see the thoughts rising and subsiding, and you are there, then you understand that all are only just thoughts. Because without thoughts, you cannot see any object. So therefore, you cannot prove an object in spite or without thoughts. Therefore, objects are nothing but thoughts. You will realize this. And it's all rising from me and subsiding in me. I am the source of all light, in which all these thoughts are illumined. If I withdraw my grace, all these thoughts cannot survive. What is withdrawing my grace? I don't pay any attention. So all these thoughts cannot survive. So what is meditation or what is vichara? Absolutely becoming indifferent to everything. That is called as vairagya. Without vairagya, meditation can never have. This is vairagya, not attached to anything of this world. And you remain there. And see, it will not happen overnight. See, the mind will not remain in this balance because we have spoiled it now. So over the period of time, maybe, if you practice it very sincerely, then you will find yourself, mind is no more disturbing you. And slowly the mind will die away. But we have to allow that to happen. We will not allow that to happen. The mind will not allow that to happen. It has got its own traps. So many traps it has got. We will fall for one of those traps. That is why it requires a lot of sattva to even understand what the mind's play. See, buddhisalitana means not chumma knowing everything about the world. To know what is the mind, mind's play, mind's game, and to be aware of that, and to not to give in to the mind, and to stay put in your own self. That is real buddhisalitana. Understand? So, sarvam niralambam dan sar nishkala jnanam. That is sar nishkala jnanam. When one who wants to go towards, sar means go towards that nishkala jnanam. That jnanam where there are no objects. What he has to do? Sarva niralambam dan. He has to take away all the support of the mind. Meaning he should not feed the mind. He should stop entertaining any of the objects in the world or in the other world. One of the objects the mind wants to hold on is to the name and form of the Lord. See, that is good initially to do away with all the other attachment. But that also should go by itself, it will go. But if you become so sentimental and create big fuss out of it, then maybe you are stupid. So, irikkinren en kalayodu eintha chaitanyam. This chaitanyam or the consciousness which is having only I, the existence as adharam, that expresses, and because of that everything is known. Meaning agdal olirum prabanjam, this world is illuminated. Sarvam shakti dhyanam. Therefore, all this is nothing but Shakti is vilasam, Shakti dhyanam. So how to go back, how to retrieve back? Do not give any attention to the creation of the known. What is creation? Known. So, known or unknown. Don't give any attention to anything of any sort. That is sarva niralambam. Then what happens? That is sar nishkala jnana. See, it is not a rocket science. It is a very simple common sense. whenever there are thoughts in the mind, always in its womb it has got an object. We are so attached to certain objects, therefore we entertain such thoughts. That is why the thoughts are always there. Or certain objects we don't like, we hate, we want to avoid, or we want to drive it away. So the thoughts always, they thrive. When in meditation, நம்ம எந்த தாட்ஸோட உரண்டு அடிக்காமல் இருந்தோம்னா, உரண்டு அடிக்கிறதுமாங்க தமிழில். If you don't meddle with any of the thoughts, by not giving any value to any of the objects which is contained in the thought, when we can remain a Sakshi Matram, or just forgetting about all thoughts, if we can focus attention on the I, then the thoughts by itself will die down. And then you remain as thoughtless, pure consciousness. This has to be achieved. In one verse, how much of idea packed, see? So the 13th verse is very beautiful. And then to achieve this state, now Parameshwara is going to suggest one very unique dhyanam. What is that? Sarvashunya Padam. To meditate on Sarvashunya Padam. Meditate on nothing. Sarvashunya Padam. Meditate on, tell me what? Nothing. Meditate on nothing. See, it is very, very surprising. This Agama, the Agama Shastra, it talks about the Saguna Sakara Brahman, about the gods, the forms of the gods, and how to sort of consecrate them, what sort of puja archana should be done. But that Upagama, it talks about Sarva Shunya Padam, about Shunya Padam, like Buddhist philosophy. See, Buddhist philosophy is so advanced. Please don't underestimate. It is never like your traditional Chumma worship and all. It is something else. And only very advanced soul can understand even Buddhist philosophy. Even among the Buddhist monks, everybody cannot understand Buddhist philosophy. Very advanced souls or seekers only can understand that. It is very close to Buddhistic philosophy. What is said here now in the 14th verse is very, very close to Buddhistic philosophy. Attuvida mahi arivoli matirama. Yettum ahamamisa techunyam. Muttikku vittaduve endru vilambum parayogam. துய்த்திடுவதாகத்தானுற்று அத்துவிதமாகி அறிவொழி மாத்திரமாய் எத்தும் அகமமிசத்தைச் சூன்யம் முத்திக்கு வித்ததுவே என்று விளம்பும் பரயோகம் துய்த்திடுவதாகத்தானுற்று அத்துவிதமாகி, which is non-dual, அத்துவிதமாகி, அறிவொழி மாத்திரமாய், அறிவொழி, of the nature of pure consciousness, எத்தும் அகம் அமிசத்து எச்சூன்யம், அகம் அமிசத்து எச்சூன்யம். This shunyam, shunyam means nothing, shunyam, zero. So this is a contribution from our Hindu thought to the world, that zero, shunyam is the biggest contribution, though it is zero, but ones and zero only now computers, na? Binary number means what? Ones and zeros. Machine language means what? Everything is in ones and zeros only. Voltage on or voltage off. See, the whole of our now computer system is based on ones and zeros only. There is only one, there is no zero means nothing. Binary system, true. So therefore, at shunyam, this shunyam, how is this shunyam? Aham amisatya shunyam. The shunyam is not just shunyam. Aham amisatya means what? There is the idea of I in it. Nan. Nan means I. Irikkiren, am. Irikkiren, அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஐடியா இருக்கு இந்த சூன்யத்தில். It's not just shunyam. Aham amisattu et shunyam. Aham amisattu. Amsa means what? Amsha. Amsha means there is this idea of I. I means what? Irikkiren. Aham amisattu et shunyam. Muttikku vittaduve. என்று விளம்பும் பரயோகம். So this is the seed for the moksha. There is one shunya padam. But that is not just shunyam. Shunyam means what is shunyam? There are no objects, emotions and thoughts whatsoever. But there, the experience or the feeling of I, meaning I am, na irukken, existence is there. That cannot be negated. See, this is the only point of contention between Buddhistic philosophy and Advaita Vedanta. Adi Shankara and others, they say, yes, we also agree with you. There is no self, means the individual self is not there. Yes, there is, world is appearance only. It is all unreal only. But the self, which is the awareness, cannot be negated. You understand? But Buddhistic thought, what it says, if you reach that state of no self means not the individual self, then everything is revealed by itself. You need not say anything about it. You know why? When you say something about it, the seeker, the student will objectify it or will make it as a concept, and he will hold on to that concept as the truth. See, that is the biggest trouble for any seeker. So Buddha says, there he leaves you and he keeps quiet. That later the disciples of Buddha interpreted as Shunya Padam, nothing. But Adi Shankara, in order to clarify, he said, no, yes, whatever they say is right, but the awareness cannot be negated. Because who is seeing the Shunya Padam? And who is experiencing the Shunya Padam? There must be a Chaitanya Vastu, there must be a conscious principle, there must be something of awareness. So therefore, it is the same only actually. See, there also, even Adi Shankara, when he says all those things also, beyond that, nothing could be said. அது இருக்குன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது, இல்லைன்னு சொல்ல முடியாது. அப்படி அது ஒரு விஷயம், அது அப்படிப்பட்ட விஷயம். So therefore, this is Shunya Padam. Shunya Padam means where there are no objects, emotions and thoughts whatsoever. At the same time, Aham amisattu et shunyam. See, this is the beauty of this scripture. Parameshwara makes it very clear. Aham amisattu, and Aham amisam irukku. Aham amisam means what? The spuranam of I am, the existence. That principle is never negated. Aham amisattu et shunyam. அதுவே முக்திக்கு வித்து, வித்ததுவே முக்திக்கு என்று விளம்பும் பரயோகம். So that is how the great masters, that is how the scriptures, parayogam, துய்த்திடுவதாகத்தான் உற்று, துய்த்திடுவ, உய்த்திடுவதாகத்தான் உற்று. That is the way you can really liberate yourself. Uitiduvadaha means what? Liberate yourself. By following this parayoga, you can liberate yourself. What is a parayoga? There is this Shunya Padam, which is a seed for moksha. So you have to abide in this Shunya Padam or meditate on this Shunya. He is going to explain what is meditation on Shunya Padam. So you have to abide or meditate on the Shunya Padam. The only thing is Aham amisattu Shunyam. There is this spuranam of I in it. I means what? Not this I, self meaning the pure awareness. So that Shunya Padam, Muktik Vittaduve, that is the seed for moksha. So Parayogam Vitiduvadahattanutru. Parayogathu Vitiduvadahattanutru. So that is the one which will actually unite you with that Paravastu and liberate you. Which one? This Sunya Padam. Vittiduve. This is the seed for moksha.
Shunya Padam is Parayoga.
No, Shunya Padam is a Vittu seed and which will unite you with the Supreme when you meditate on it. See, actually, the Ahamamisattu Sunyam na Parama Padam. But adu vandu namakku puriyadhu enna. So you meditate means whatever you understand about the Shunya Padam, you meditate, that will take you to that Paramapadam or that absolute. See, the problem with the mind, you know what? When I say Paramapadam, then the mind imagines there is some Paramapadam somewhere where Lord Narayana is there and Lakshmi is, massaging his leg and all. Immediately mind imagines Paramapadam means, oh, that is Paramapadam, I have to go there. If I say Kailasha, immediately you, in the Idaba Vahanam, in that bull, Lord, in that bull, he and the Parvati, both of them. Then I will go there and sit and watch them always. This is how we imagine. When we say something, that is why Buddha, he destroyed everything, like J. Krishnamurti also. They destroy everything and they leave you there. Settu poda. Ayo, we shout. Ayo, you have taken away all my concepts and ideas, my pet theories, whatever I have believed till now. Yes. Edum vandara nil. Edum vandara nil. This is Yoga Swami's very emphatic Upadesha. Edum vandara nil. Now, stand naked without holding on to anything. Without holding on to anything whatsoever. So therefore, this ahamamisatti echunyam, this chunyam is ahamamisatti chunyam. This is muktik vittiduve. This is a seed for the moksha. And parayogattu vittiduva dahattanutru. And the parayogattu vittiduva means what? It will unite you with that, and therefore it will liberate you. அதுவே பரவஸ்துவுடன் சேர்க்கக்கூடியதாக உய்யும் கதியாக உள்ளதால் அப்படின்னு அம்மா சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. அதுவே பரவஸ்துவுடன் சேர்க்கக்கூடியதான உய்யும் கதியாக உள்ளதால் அப்படிதான் சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. பரயோகத்து உய்த்திடுவதாகத்தானுற்று அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு அப்படி அவங்க இன்டர்பிரட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. So therefore, this ahamamisattu chunyam, that has to be meditated. And then the 15th verse. See, in this text, Parameshwara is going to destroy everything else. Whatever we have been doing, see, I warn you, if you are weak-hearted, please run away now only and save yourself. If you are faint-hearted, see, there is a warning given in some movies, no? Something like that. So, சக்கரங்கண் நாடிகள் சார்பதும தேவதை அக்கரங்கண் மண்டல மூர்த்தாதியா மிக்க இவை ஓர்போதும் அற்பமுமே உன்னி இடத்தகா நேர்மார்க்கம் மாமிதனை நீத்து சக்கரங்கண் நாடிகள் சார்பதும தேவதை அக்கரங்கண் மண்டல மூர்த்தாதியாம் மிக்க இவை ஓர்போதும் அற்பமுமே உண்ணி இடத்தகா நேர்மார்க்க மாமிதனை நீத்து. When I say idattaha, you should chant only as idattaha. You should not add idattahadu. You should not add on your own. Unga masala la add pannakoodadanga. There is no the there. In the next line there is only ner margam. There is no the there, do, the, nothing is there. So how can you add your own masala of du, ner, vidattahadu? How can you add that? When that is not there, how can you add that? So when you are chanting, you should not add your own masala. Without understanding the Tamil or the grammar or the language, you cannot assume something and add something on your own. இப்படி தான் இருக்கும் போல இருக்கு. போட்டு வைப்போம் சும்மா தூவ அங்கே எங்கே போட்டு வைப்போம், தாவ தூவ தே ஐடியாவே இல்லாமல் எந்தத்தையும் உள்ளே போட்டு வைக்கிறதா? It is not scientific approach. Only when there is the, do, they, you can add the there in the end of the word. You understand what I am saying? So don't, please, as you wish, you cannot add anything in this language. Sakkarangal. See, you have to split it properly, then only you will understand. Sakkarangal நாடிகள். கண்ணாடிகள் வாசிக்கூடாது. சக்கரங் கண்ணாடிகள் சார்பதும தேவதை வாசிக்கூடாது. சக்கரங்கள் நாடிகள். சார் பதும தேவதை அக்ஷரங்கள். அக்கரங்கன் வந்திருக்கு இல்லைங்களா, அது அக்ஷரங்கள். மண்டல மூர்த்தி ஆதியாம் மிக்க விவை. ஆதியாம் மிக்க விவை. இவை மிக்க இவை. So in the yoga marga or in the kundalini yoga, the seeker is asked to meditate on different chakras. Shat chakras. There are 6 chakras. That is called as chakrangal. Nadigal means, I told you the other day, the arteries or the veins, whatever. See, in English there is no proper word also for nadigal because it is very subtle. It is very subtle means what? It is a terminology used in the yoga language, yogic language, and it is not visible to the eyes. So whatever is visible to the eyes, it is there in the English dictionary, in the scientific, parlor. It is there. But this is very, very subtle science. So nadi, exact English word is very hard to find. You can say artery or nerves and all those things. Nadi means nadi. There are subtle things which connect everything. So nadigal. So we are asked to meditate on the Shat chakras, and each chakra, it is said as if there is a lotus and on which there is a devata. Right? Sar paduma devadehal. Devadehal means there are devatas in each chakra. And aksharangal, the mantras are given for each devata, each chakra. So with the use of the aksharangal, the mantras, you have to propitiate that devata in that chakra. So you attain certain siddhis, and then you have to transcend that and go to the other chakra, the higher chakra. Like that you are asked to practice. So that Kundalini Shakti is taken and then it is united with the Shiva Tattva in the Sahasrara. That is what it is said. And then it showers as Amridam. And then the seeker is, thrilled and he experiences highest bliss. That's what's said in Yoga Shastra, in Kundalini Yoga and all. So here he says, Chakkarangal, all the Shat chakras, Nadigal, Sarvaduma Devadai, and those devatas on each chakra, and Aksharangal. Aksharangal means these mantras used to propitiate those gods. Aksharangal. Aksharangal means the mantras, letters. Mandala Murta Adiya. Mandala means it is divided into 3 mandalas. See, these Shat Chakras are divided into 3 mandalas, Surya Mandala and Chandra Mandala and Agni Mandala. So these are all technical terms, we not worry too much about it now. Mandala Murtadya Ikkayuvai Orvodum Arpamume Unni Idattahadu. Don't even think about all these things, even for a moment. Orvodum Arpamume. Konjam pannikrene and the sadhanella. No need, not required. Arpamume Unni Idattahadu. Ner Margam Amidane Neet. Brushing aside this Ner Margam, whatever I am talking, this is a straight path. Ignoring which, if you try to practice all these sadhanas, it will take you nowhere. That's what Parameshwara is saying. You need not even for a moment think about all these sadhanas. Like meditating on Shat Chakras or the Devadas in it. With the mantra, see, different mantras are given. And how to transcend each chakra and reach Sahasrara. No need for all these things. See, that is why Bhagavan didn't touch upon all these things. Never mentioned anywhere. When some people ask him, chumma, then he says something. Otherwise, of his own, he never touches upon all those subjects. Even Swami Chinmayanji, for that matter. Advaitacharyas, they don't go into all those things. See, please understand, it is not to condemn such path. See, each path is there for different sort of seekers. But here Parameshwara is saying, when I am revealing to you the highest, meditation on Shunya Padam, that will straight away take you to liberation. So, such seeker, Uttama Adhikaris, they need not even think about this path. Orbodum arpame unni idata. Unni means to think. Unnal. We saw na unnal in ulladin arpadu. Unni idattahadu. Ner margam amidane nit. Nit means brushing it aside. This ner margam, what I am showing you, if you ignore this and if you try to practice all those other things, not required. It will not take you anywhere. Therefore, you need to only abide by what I am going to tell you now. This is the royal path, straight path to moksha. So you know what? Seekers, they really don't know what they are aspiring for even. Very blind actually. They do not know the goal. See, what we know in the world, we know we have to earn a lot. Money is everything. Okay? And then we can indulge and enjoy pleasures. Okay? And then we can hoard things and build mansions and then travel around the world and then achieve something, some name and form. This much we know. Beyond that, we don't know anything actually. And then when they come to spiritual path, they don't have any idea. Either the idea is, I will go to higher lokas and enjoy more. See, here I am enjoying, that is not enough. I will go to higher lokas and enjoy there more. Or, here only, I will get more power. See, I am so much behind power now. Somehow I want to become a municipal councillor, somehow an MLA or MP, somehow a minister, somehow a CEO, somehow this or somehow that. Wielding power. Here he feels, I will wield more power now. So more siddhis I will get. So there are certain sadhanas where you gain more siddhis. So for him, spiritual pursuit means what? Either going to heavens and enjoying more, or here only wielding more power. Some supernatural powers. Or the ordinary folks, they go to God begging something with some begging bowl. எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் அந்த கடனை அடைக்க ஹெல்ப் பண்ணு. Please, oh God, please give me some more money. Give me a promotion here and there. My child's marriage. Like that. Either you go to God begging something for begging something, or you are scared. அவர் கண்டுக்காம விட்டா நம்ம என்ன பண்ண வரும் தெரியாது. So, salam podu. Or we want more enjoyment, or we want more power. This is what we know. If somebody is wielding more power, oh, he is God, my God, he is God. Actually speaking, what is actually the path to know oneself? Because the self is everything. The self is the adharam for everything, from which everything rises, into which everything subsides. And that is the imperishable, that is the truth, and that is the self, knowing which nothing needs to be known, being which there is nothing to achieve anything more. So, if this is the goal, then this is the path. What is obstructing you from your own self? The mind. What is the mind? Nothing but thoughts. What are the thoughts? I thought and other thoughts. So as long as you are entertaining thoughts and getting drowned in the thought, you cannot know the self, though it is shining always. So how to wriggle out of all the thoughts? Don't give attention to any thoughts. Niralambam dan. Sarvam niralambam dan. So, or give attention only to I thought. Give up all the other thoughts. Then the mind cannot survive without feeding itself with so many thoughts. It will die its own death. When the mind or the I dies, the self reveals. And that is the end of all seeking. Because that is the ultimate. That is absolute bliss. That is infinite. In there is nothing other than it. So this is the goal and this is the path. So without knowing it, why are you going like this and this and then touching the nose like this? Touch the note like this. And then you worship on this chakra, this chakra, this chakra, this chakra, this chakra, this chakra. And then you gain some supernatural powers. There you get stuck. This fellow who is seeking should go. That is what is revealed by Parameshwara to Parvati Devi. So we will stop it here. Om Purnamadha Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudhachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purname Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Okay. Are you all overloaded?